Happy Halloween, everyone.
You're going to start it right as I'm slurping?
Yeah, dude.
Do it again.
All right, fine.
Go ahead, girl.
Happy Halloween, everyone. Welcome to The Dish with Chad and Ben. I'm your co-host, Chad Preston, and with me today is my co-host and yours.
I thought you were going to call me
Who is
Anton.
Who is it with us?
It's Bean.
It's Bean. How's everybody feeling today?
I'm feeling good. I'm having tummy troubles, I think.
Yeah.
Which is weird. Probably because I ate an entire bag of those chocolatey frosted sugar bombs.
Chocolatey frosted sugar bombs.
That's the cereal in the graphic novel Calvin and Hobbes.
Oh.
That's what they eat. And that's what my dad called all of our cereal when we were kids. Chocolatey frosted sugar bombs.
Nice.
Aw, Dad. Remember? Okay. I don't know where that was coming from. It's very Fallout. It's very Fallout right now. And bear with us if you like randomly can't see us throughout this episode. But we wanted to show off the backyard. Look how beautiful the backyard is. The Suarez Manor backyard. Honestly, one of the best things about this house. This gorgeous, gorgeous backyard. There's a fire pit right over there. There's a big tree there. Small chair.
It's sprouting out of my head.
Chase your tea.
Okay.
Guys, I'm drinking hot coffee today.
Cafe. With cats all over your mug.
There's Potter cats.
Potter cats.
Let's go over some of them.
Oh, they are really cute.
Ronald, Hermione. Is that Pottermort?
That's a really cute
Meowgonagle, Purder, Meowfoy,
Ew.
Niaville. I don't know about that.
I like that other one though.
Sephiroth.
Yeah, I like Sephiroth. Sephiroth is in like
and
a little,
Dumperdor.
He's like in a clay pot.
I like
nice.
Dumperdor.
Dumperdor? I think it.
Dumpydor.
Anyways, we've what have we done today? We went to the gym.
I went to church. We went to Halloween church, as my dad called it. It's Reformation Sunday, the day that Martin Luther told the Catholic Church why they were wrong.
Wow, dude.
And they are.
Wow, everybody is. I don't even know.
Went to church, came over, hung out for a little bit. We went to the gym, and then we went to Whale Foods. Whale Foods on a Sunday is probably one of my least favorite places to be, I'd say.
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad today because we weren't getting a lot.
Neveline and I, we navigate quickly through it because she goes places and I go different places and we come back together and it works out better now because we know like the layout.
Yeah. I'm also the size of both of you put together, so it's a little more difficult for me.
That is true.
I'm skinny,
I do
but
crawl
I'm
under people in
you
the aisle,
do.
so that's
you
fine.
kind of like, sometimes when you're going, you kind of go like, you like slither.
Yeah,
so
that's crazy.
It scares me.
It is kind of crazy, loco.
Nev barks at people.
Oh, I can't wait when we do. Never mind.
Okay.
I was talking about a movie we were gonna go see, but I don't want to ruin it for everybody. But I can't wait to see a movie that's funny and it's about wrestling. Maybe.
I thought we talked about it already.
I'm excited. We haven't talked about it yet.
Oh.
I don't think so.
I like how you said that we're gonna go see it. We should rent out a theater to watch it.
That would be sweet.
I wish we could do
would be
stuff
cool.
like that.
Yeah, that would be
I
awesome.
need to make my 3D printing room into my theater room. I really want to do that. I just don't have a place for my 3D printer.
You'd have to get like a super cool seating thing though.
Well, I want to go. You know, they have like Bob's Discount Furniture and stuff like that. I almost said the S
do
word.
that.
But I
Or-
know Aunt Sue is watching, and we got to be careful with our language. Shouts out to you, Aunt Sue. Love you.
She is the best. Yeah.
She didn't yell at me, but I told her she yelled at me. And then she said, I didn't yell at you. You'd know if I yelled at you. And I said,
It's
Aunt Sue,
true.
I love you
Yeah,
to death.
She would kill you, dude.
Don't speak ill.
I'm not.
Don't speak ill.
Anyways, we're gonna do some fun layouts today because we're doing two movies back to back because they coincide with each other.
Yeah, we're remixing it up.
So it'll be like more expedited a little bit, but not really because Ben is gonna do some true and false questions for the first part, and then I will do our pop quizzes.
I'm really bad at coming up with pop quizzes. I tried to. I swear.
It's strenuous.
It's so hard.
You saw
I
me do
sat
that?
down with a pad of pen,
Yeah.
and I was like, all right, time to come up with a pop quiz. Couldn't for the life of me.
It's so hard.
Oh my gosh,
It's hard.
You're very good.
And me
at
doing
it
it on the fly, if I have to, it's so hard.
You're very good.
When I
at
have
it.
days, it's really good. But like on the fly,
That's when you hit me with like 17 and they're like horrible and,
like,
like
super disturbing.
Like, That was another thing too. We wanted to keep it a little bit lighter because these movies in particular are kind of like a dark comedy. I don't think they were originally meant to be that, but I think they turned into that.
Low budget does that.
Which I really like, and I'm excited for it. But
it's unfortunately hard to take a low budget movie seriously.
I take the first one seriously. I don't take the second one seriously.
I don't take it very seriously.
True.
It's campy.
True.
You know what I mean?
I think I take it more seriously because I like see where it like kind of went from here. Like I see like, you know, that. The movies that we're talking about today, as you can see by the title of this, are The Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2.
Why do you think my left arm looks so small in this video? And then look at it. Why is
this is your right arm?
Oh, it is. Well,
it's because it's further away from the side of the camera.
Yeah. Oh, I don't like that. So I have to be like this.
Yeah. You have to like square up to the center of the camera because look how big.
That's so crazy.
Look how big my hand is.
Whoa,
right
dude.
Yeah. It's because it's a wide angle lens,
All right.
baby girl.
All right. Take it easy.
Luis.
All right, cool. Back to business. So
I'm gonna get us started.
Go ahead. Yeah.
One thing I don't like is the fact that these movies are called The Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2. It annoys me.
Interesting. I don't think I've ever really noticed or thought of that, but I get why you would say it would be weird.
like
it is strange. Yeah, that's okay.
Oh darn it! One of my true or falses. Well, we'll see. We'll see if
I don't know if they. I don't know if
listen.
they planned on making a second movie. That might. Be
I don't think they
also
did.
why. Yeah.
I don't think Sam Raimi really kind of expected this to blow up as much as it did. Maybe. We'll get into it a little bit more.
I don't know.
The Evil Dead came out in 1981. It's a crisp hour and 25 minutes. This movie was released with an NC-17 rating, which is like wild. I get it. I think it's funny because like there's like no nudity in the first one, but the second one has like a lot of nudity. I hope they can see Nana running around in the backyard barking.
She's freaking out right now.
She is. They're putting in a new roof next door.
Yeah, they're doing a good job.
It's NC-17, and this movie, as of recording on Sunday, October 27th, mere hours before this comes out, it is streaming on AMC Plus and Tubi. It's a really good movie. I really like The Evil Dead. I thought it was really good.
Yeah.
The remake I also really liked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was good.
But this original one is really good.
Yeah.
The synopsis of The Evil Dead is as follows. 5 friends travel to a cabin in the woods where they unknowingly release flesh-possessing demons. Oh, I really hope we can see Nana. Nana, back up. Oh, there she go.
She's a white dog.
I wonder if I knock on the window, would she come up like a dinosaur?
No way.
See?
That not happen. She just burst through the glass.
That'd be so sick. Look, we're turning dark again. Focus on my eye. There we go. So it just has to focus on one of our faces in order to keep us into. So cool. We just can't both look in the back, look in the backyard at the same time. There she. Oh, there's Nana.
Her face.
Guys, if you don't watch our podcast,
there's a
generally,
white ghost.
This is one where you really need to watch.
Look at her eyes.
She's a little Michael Myers. Oh, there
she's
she
over
goes.
it now.
There goes her fountain tail.
She's crazy. Oh god, that's pretty funny.
Just because I've literally forgot it and I said it 2 seconds ago. The synopsis is 5 friends travel to a cabin in the woods where they unknowingly release flesh-possessing demons. I got some fun facts for you really quick. You ready for them?
F facts? Let's do it, dude.
F facts.
Launch them off.
The cabin used as the film's set was also lodging for the 13 crew members, with several people sleeping in the same room. Living conditions were terrible, and the crew frequently argued. The cabin didn't have plumbing, so the actors went days without showering and fell ill frequently in the freezing weather. By the end of production, they were burning furniture to stay warm. Sounds like hell.
Gross. Yeah.
I'd have a hard time with that. Oh, my tummy. My tummy's having issues. Bruce Campbell put up his family's property in northern Michigan as collateral so that Sam Raimi not only could finish the film, but also blow it up to 35mm film, which was required for theatrical release. Raimi was so grateful for Campbell's financial contribution that he credited him as co-producer.
Oh.
That's crazy.
That is cool.
My man.
Oh, Bruce.
The blood used in the film is a combination of Caro syrup, non-dairy creamer, lots of red food coloring, and 1 drop of blue food coloring to darken it. At one point, Bruce Campbell's shirt that he wears in the film was so saturated with the fake blood that after drying it by the fire, the shirt became solidified and broke when he tried to put it on. I hope that it shattered, like in the movies.
Wait, sorry, I have to do this. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Pop quiz for you. I'm
Hit
sorry.
me right now. You're good. You're good. You're good.
Now. Everybody, pop quiz.
Hit me.
This is really interesting.
Prove it.
Moly. Okay, so what did famous filmmaker Alfred Hitchcock use for his blood in the 1960 film Psycho? Is it A, ketchup, B, cherry preserves, C, chocolate syrup, or D, barbecue sauce?
I know this answer.
You do? Uh-huh. What is it?
So it's black and white. The movie is in black and white. So to get the correct consistency and the viscosity and when it smears, it looks like it, they used chocolate syrup.
Bing, 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 bing. Mm-hmm. Cool, thank you. Mm-hmm. Very nice.
A lot of times in black and white movies, if you wanted the female lead to have a really dark red lip, she would wear bright green lipstick because it would look like dark, a rich color when it was black and white.
Lighter, yeah.
Also, when you wear makeup for a black and white movie, it was crazy contrast for it to show up on a softer film.
For sure.
I just watched something on that, how you would have to do your makeup in a black and white movie compared to a full color 4K movie nowadays.
Yeah, that's cool.
Sorry, I knew it.
Yeah, good job. No,
Poo-poo.
I'm glad because right now you're one for one. You got, you're doing okay.
I got two more chances.
I like when you get them. I do like when you get them. Yeah,
I like when I get them too.
Yeah,
it makes me feel not an idiot.
I'm trying to make it hard though for you.
Yeah, I feel on that. One last fun fact here. Director Sam Raimi and star Bruce Campbell were friends from high school where they actually made many Super 8 films together. They would often collaborate with Sam's brother, Ted Raimi. Campbell became the actor of the group as he was the only one that girls wanted to look at. I don't know if you've ever seen Sam Raimi. He's kind of hard to look at.
He is, unfortunate looking.
Campbell has played brief parts and cameos in most of Raimi's movies ever since. One of my favorite cameos of Bruce Campbell is in, I believe it's Spider-Man 2 or Spider-Man 3. Mary Jane is on Broadway and she's performing, and Peter Parker gets there 1 minute late, and he's walking up.
Oh yeah, and he's
Bruce
the
Campbell's
bouncer.
he's the usher.
Oh yeah.
So he's ooh, tuck in your shirt. Oh, your shoe's untied. Oh, straighten your jacket. Make sure your tie's good. And then he gets up and he's yeah, you can't come in. You're late. So did all of that to him. He's no. I really appreciate Bruce Campbell as an actor and the longevity of his career.
Oh yeah, he's relevant, which is cool.
V relevant.
And he still lives in Michigan.
Love that.
Because he's an OG, triple OG.
Michigan is the best state in the union.
You know how we do. Yeah.
Everyone I know that moved away from Michigan, moved right back.
Yeah.
Me. You,
everyone in the
Megan,
world.
Jane. I mean, come on now.
Michigan wants to keep you, comfortable and happy here.
It's the best. I love this state. So for this movie, since we were going over 2 movies, I kind of wanted to do it more we just kind of explain the plot and kind of flesh it out how we want to.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily have questions per part. Like Chase said, I'm going to do some true or false. It's going to be kind of a rapid fire true or false at Chase.
Sure.
We're going to see if he
How
gets
many
them.
are there?
There's 12 or 13.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's do them. I'm ready. I'm going to
I'm going to do it at the end.
It'll be so good.
At the end.
Oh, at the end?
At the end of the plot.
Yeah,
I'm going to go. We're going to go through the movie and then we'll
see.
hit you at the end.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Wow. You hear Nana?
They can't. We can.
They can't hear her right now?
No, I don't think so.
God, she's a maniac.
If you guys can, we paid a lot of money for these microphones, so that sucks. So, in this story, 5 Michigan State University students visit a secluded cabin in the hills where they find the Book of the Dead and a recorded demonic incantation.
So, he finds that book, but the thing that's weird to me is so there's also like a recorder, and it has like a tape already like pre-recorded on it, and it's just like it's just there.
It's like propped
ready
up,
for
ready
you,
to
and
go
it's like,
in this
like
like
that is
secluded cabin.
Like if you knew what it was capable of, wouldn't you like put it away or
they might have died. They might have died before they were able to do that. One thing I thought was funny, I never like, I don't know what it is, but I never expect movies to be like set in Michigan or about Michigan. So anytime there's something Michigan about it, I'm like, hey. Like there's a movie called Jumper. It's with Hayden Christensen, and he's like a teleporter. It's a really great movie. Samuel L's in it as well, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's funny.
We do Sam. We do love Sam.
We love Samuel. And that movie is set in Ann Arbor. Which I was like, that's like a tiny,
cool.
well, it's not really a tiny city in Michigan, but it's like,
small.
It's a college town. So that's why people would know about it. But yeah, I thought it was really cool that it was set in Ann Arbor.
That is cool.
Yeah, so they end up playing the tape. When they play the tape, they unknowingly release ancient demons that begin possessing the students one by one in horrific and violent ways. The first to be possessed is Cheryl, who tries to warn the others, but they dismiss her fears. She tries to warn them after she's literally assaulted by a tree outside.
Yeah, like it's pretty crazy.
It's wild.
This also replayed in the new one too, and it's like more disturbing. I would say, but like it's pretty implied that like it's just,
it's an assault.
Yeah, and it's like it's interesting because she has like a like a sixth sense about it rather.
Yeah,
and of course, but this always bugs me because I feel like it's like that typical like if you like were really good friends with somebody. And they like came to you and you like saw their face and like you heard their voice and like everything and you knew them like pretty well.
Yeah.
Like and they were like, listen, like I have like a really bad
we gotta
feeling.
not do this.
I would like I don't know necessarily if I would like put stock in it as far as like it's true, but I would like at least for their comfort, I would be like, yeah, we'll go.
So here's a hypothetical
you know
for
what I
you.
mean?
When we went up to Marquette, how many ever years ago, like we go into the house, we got an Airbnb, a really nice Airbnb. I want to go back so badly.
That was nice.
We go into the Airbnb, I go in my room and I'm like, listen, dude, like something just like hit me. Like I felt like a presence in that room. Like we cannot stay here. We gotta go. Like we gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
How would you react to that?
The first thing I would do is like I would talk to you about it for a minute and make sure like I would ask you what you wanted to do.
You'd call me names.
No, I would ask you what you wanted to do. If you were like, I want to like go to a different place, either we would have to like I mean, you're a good person, so we would obviously probably like settle up money wise. So we'd probably just get a hotel, or we would like go somewhere else. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Like, I'm not gonna let like money stop me from being comfortable.
Yeah.
That sounds crazy. I would literally just be like, listen, I'm covering everything. Like, I will pay for the hotel.
Yeah,
like, we need to get out of here. Like, I'm done.
Fine. I would be like,
that's why God invented credit cards.
Or we
to
could get
me
another
out of haunted
Airbnb.
mansions.
If we got one like last minute, maybe we could try. Like, I would just try to do stuff, and then I would go from there.
Yeah,
but I would do it.
I feel like you'd go in the room and like look in the room and see what's happening. You'd try to figure it out. But me, if someone came to me and they're like, I'm not feeling it, I'm like, all right, let's go. Let's get out.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm just like, I don't want to say like I'm a problem solver, but like if something like that happens and someone's like, we're not doing this, I'm like, cool, let's be done. Like, I'm good. I already have an idea. Let's get.
Yeah,
we're
for
fine.
Sure. Definitely. No,
it just scares me. Ugh.
I agree. But yes.
So they end up they kind of dismiss her fears, but finally Cheryl's just like really, really being like, dude, I can't do this right now. I don't want to do it. So they end up leaving. They try to leave. As they attempt to leave, they find the only road out is destroyed. Big surprise. It always happens in like every like seclusion horror movie. It's like, okay, well, we'll leave this one road with one rickety bridge.
Like gross road. Yeah. It's like super gross.
Something else too that I noticed specifically after watching Evil Dead 2, like they're driving like a station wagon on like not even dirt roads, like paths. Like none of your friends have a pickup truck.
I mean,
like
those station wagons are all metal though too.
Yeah, but they have like bald road tires. Like they're not. My thing is like, I mean, both of us. I have a pretty capable off-road vehicle. You have a full-size pickup truck, a 4-door pickup truck. So either of us can like kind of get anywhere we need to go. Mine's definitely built more. I say mine's built more for comfort, but your truck is definitely bigger inside than mine. But it's just like, I don't know. Like if we were all going for a vacation and it's like, okay, It's between Chase's pickup truck and Nev's Jeep. Like we're taking a pickup truck. Like that's what we need to use for that.
It's more comfortable for sure.
Nah. She's losing it.
I know. She loves it though.
Their roofers are next door.
But it's cool because like the cool thing about this movie though is because of the low budget, you get a lot of physical effects. You get a lot of physical effects, and on top of that,
it went to bed.
That's cool. And on top of that, like they're super creative. Like all of them look really good. Like as people get possessed, like they like progressively get like really gross.
The progression is the coolest part.
And they're disturbing. Like they're definitely disturbing, believable, and like it is fun. Like it hits you in a, a fun way. Like it definitely is like nice. It's an 80s thing. Like it feels 80s
for sure.
But it's really cool. And they, like I said, like you can tell like whoever did it like worked very hard on it.
Definitely a passion project. Yeah.
Yeah. So like it's definitely a fun. It kind of reminds me of the movie Dead Alive.
Dead Alive,
where it's like I think we have talked about it before. It's that one where he like kills all the zombies with a lawnmower, and like it's like super gory.
I'm not familiar.
Oh, it's great. It's a super great movie, but it's just the same thing where it's like overly gory. There's like people, like the skin turns into like bubbles and pops and like like it's just like just typical like and it's super over the top, but it's just so entertaining. And it like they don't make movies like that anymore because they want it so real.
Which honestly makes it look less real
sometimes. I can't remember. We were just talking about that.
I was gonna say I was talking to somebody.
Sometimes it looks more real in movies than it does in real life. So like if
that's
it. So real,
they try to make it so realistic, but in real life, like a dead body does not look like a live body.
It's just like
it looks gross.
Right, like there's no acting; it's gone. Right, so like it's like when you see a person get like shot with a shotgun, like in a movie, they like blast back and like it feels intense.
Yeah.
But in real life, they would just like drop down. Yeah, like so it's like what I mean. Like so it's like so it's like. Yeah, them making it over like that, like then it's like too much. So I like these movies because of that. And like I said, if you're looking for like a Halloween movie, like kind of that you're not looking to be scared, but just like it's a
super
put on Halloween,
you can put on in the background.
Yeah, like it's exactly. Yeah, these are great. For sure. And Army of Darkness movies, like they're also like very similar to this with Bruce Campbell. Same thing.
Well, it's the third movie.
Yeah,
it's the third Evil Dead movie.
Yeah, that's what. So it's like so it's like the same like, but it's like there's a lot of medieval aspects. It's cool. It's really cool. Yeah. So
super cool.
Yeah, I would always recommend those for sure.
Definitely.
I think I like Army of Darkness the most.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. We should watch it.
It's super cool.
I'm down. Soon after they realize that their one path of escape is destroyed, Cheryl becomes fully possessed, attacking the group alongside other possessed friends. They kind of like slowly, one by one, like as they get like almost infected, they become possessed.
Yeah.
And they start kind of going crazy.
Yeah, it kind of like the possession kind of travels.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. And that's what's kind of scary. If this was like a real scenario, it's not like like if they bite you or like scratch you or they bleed on you, like it's just a spirit that's like going from like
it's
so
a
like
spirit that moves.
So like if you
between
lock
the
her in like the attic, like it can just come out of the attic.
Yeah, the person is still up
exactly.
there.
So like it's hard. So that would be intense, right? So
for sure.
Yeah, definitely continue. Sorry.
You're fine. You're totally fine. As each become demonic, they turn on each other in bloody encounters, forcing survivors to dismember the bodies to prevent further attacks. So they're just like, okay, we need to like get rid of this one, cut them up so that the demon can't like possess them again, and then just kind of go from there. It's wild. Really, the only person that makes it through all the way to the end is Ash. Full name Ashley. Ash Ketchum. Ashley Ketchum, one of the students. He survives to witness dawn. However, just when he believes he's safe, an unseen force rushes toward him, ending the story with a final moment of terror.
Oh, maybe he did mean to make a second one then.
It does kind of end.
Perhaps.
It ends on kind of like a cliffhanger a little bit.
It does, yeah. That's cool. Yeah, I liked that movie. It was fun. It was entertaining.
I really liked it. I'd never seen it before we watched it. I was really happy that I got to see it.
Yeah, it's really
We
good.
saw the remake which I really enjoyed.
It's good.
I thought it was
good.
really good.
No, it's good. It's different. It's just different than the
Yeah.
other one. Yeah, but it's good.
Another movie, if you're trying to watch kind of like a campy horror movie that is pretty horror but very camp, is Cabin in the Woods.
I love that movie.
Love that.
It's a great movie.
The first time I saw it, I was so mad at it because I wanted it to be so scary, and then I was like, "What is this?" And now
It's sweet.
Now that I'm more of like a movie like appreciator, I'm like, this is incredible.
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
so happy that
It's a great movie. Yeah. It's unique. It's very unique.
Speaking
Speak.
you ready for some true or false
I'm
questions?
gonna rip this up, dude. Let's do it.
True or false?
True.
I'm gonna do them a little more rapid,
Let's do it.
but we'll see.
Rapid round.
The Evil Dead was inspired by a short film directed by Sam Raimi.
Yes. True.
That is true. Raimi and Campbell self-funded their film.
False.
That is false. They
Yes.
asked everyone they knew to help raise the funds, and they even put Campbell's family home up as collateral for the film. The film was shot in Oakland Township, Michigan.
True.
False. Originally, the shooting of the film was going to take place in Raimi's hometown of Royal Oak, Michigan.
Whoa.
But eventually, they ended up filming in Morristown, Tennessee, as it was the only state that expressed enthusiasm for the project.
Oh.
There were a ton of injuries during filming.
Oh, really? By
True or false?
Oh. True.
True.
Yeah.
It's because they were staying in the cabin and it was hell.
Oh,
They got that cabin because it was super remote,
Yeah.
which made it really difficult. If anyone did get an injury, they were like, well, you're going to kind of have to like chill out about it because we can't really take it to the hospital.
Yeah, that's rough.
The crew burned scripts to stay warm on set due to multiple rewrites.
False.
False. They
Yeah.
burned the furniture and the set pieces
Yes.
to stay warm.
There you go.
Raimi had fun with different colors for the blood in order to have a more otherworldly appearance.
True.
False. He did it so they didn't censor it and
Oh.
not let him release his movie.
that's funny.
There was so much blood in it that he used black blood, white blood, and bright blue blood in some points.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Raimi created his own camera technique for this film.
True.
True. Because it was so low budget, he couldn't rent or like have a steady cam. So he basically invented that shaky cam technique where he's like kind of going through.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Makes it feel a lot more like kind
more
of found
deliberate.
footage, like
Yeah.
more like really kind of you're in it to win it, you know?
For sure.
Dead pigs were used to create the unique sounds of flesh.
True.
False. It was
Oh,
dead
thank
chickens.
God. Oh.
Still bad.
It's a little better for me.
Raimi hired hearses to be outside the cinema on the night of the film's premiere.
True.
False. They were ambulances.
Oh, that's even cooler.
Yeah,
That's cool.
he learned it from another director who like always had like a big police force or something there for his like
That's cool.
releases and stuff. People could get free tickets to watch the film if they donated blood.
False.
True.
Oh, that's cool.
Raimi changed the title of the film based on the advice of legendary producer Irvin Shapiro.
True.
True. It was originally called Book of the Dead. Mr. Shapiro said, "Do not name it that. Teenagers will not see a movie about books."
Oh, fair.
The movie was an immediate success in Germany.
False.
False. It was banned in Germany until 2016.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's insane to
That
me.
is
8
crazy.
years ago.
Why?
It came
For
out
the
in
gore?
81. Gore. Yep.
That's so
everything.
weird.
It was completely banned. It was like banned and then they kind of forgot about it. And
Oh.
then I think a prime minister or somebody was like, hey, we need to lift the ban on some of these movies. It was that movie plus like 6 others.
Oh, okay.
They like lifted them all in
wonder what they
2016.
were. Yeah.
Marshmallows were used to create the infamous melting corpse.
True.
True.
That's cool.
The cabin that was used can still be visited to this day.
True.
False.
Ooh.
The cabin burned down mysteriously. Here's Nana. The cabin burned down mysteriously. Sam Raimi said that he burned it down himself. Right now, only the chimney is still there. The crew created a time capsule from filming the movie and buried it next to the chimney, so that is still there. But the location of that chimney is widely unknown. There are only like a few people that know where it's at. I think like mainly locals.
Sure.
And it's very hard to get to.
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
Those are my true or falses.
That was really cool.
I liked it a lot. I like
did
stuff
pretty
like
good.
that. You did really, really well.
Yeah, I tried.
And that's the thing. Some of them were like, yeah, that's believable, but it was like one little thing was off.
For sure.
Excuse me. I got that idea from a podcast. There's a podcast where they'll do 30 true or false questions, and if you get less than 10 wrong, you get $50. I think it was really interesting.
Cool.
They're like really random ones, and they're super fast paced like that. Okay. I really like it. But I like that. It was interesting. I really like the first movie a lot, and I like the relationship when like a director and an actor have like a relationship like that. I really like it.
For sure.
It's like, you know, Tim Burton and Jack Black. What's his name?
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp. Wes Anderson and every single famous person.
Yeah, they just have their people.
Yeah, like everyone kind of has like their setup. I like that. I think it's really cool.
Yeah, I agree.
But that about sums up The Evil Dead.
Yeah, we fast forward for 6 years.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, 6 years in real time.
Yeah.
2.
And then comes out Evil Dead 2. Not The Evil Dead, but Evil Dead 2, which is a cool hour and 24 minutes, which is legit. It's rated R. You can see that one actually on AMC Plus, Plex, and Pluto TV. Which
I started watching it on Pluto
that's
TV.
Nice. But it's kind of funny because I don't think you're a huge fan of this one, but I actually like this one better, which is funny just because like there's just so much more like gore and like
which is funny that
monsters.
You like it.
You know what I mean? Like,
I would say. Not to say like these are like overwhelmingly beautiful stories, but I think the first one definitely has a little bit more of a plot. Yeah. The second one is like, all right, we got a little money behind us.
It just goes. Yeah. It's like right away. Like people want to see that, I think. Yeah. And that's like, or at the time, you know what I mean? So they're like, we're just going to get to this. Yeah. Do you want to do the synopsis?
I'll have you do the synopsis because I'll go over the fun facts because the fun facts are always my favorite.
Cool. So the synopsis basically is Ash Williams, the lone survivor of the earlier onslaught of flesh-possessing spirits, holds up in a cabin with a group of strangers while the demons continue their attack.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is like straight up like right after the first one. Basically.
It is very
like a continuum. Like it's right away. So carry us into the fun facts.
So some of these fun facts I really, really enjoyed.
Cool.
Stephen King was such a huge fan of The Evil Dead that he convinced producer Dino De Laurentiis over dinner, who was producing King's Maximum Overdrive in 1986, to have his production company DEG, De Laurentiis Entertainment Group, finance Evil Dead 2. Yeah, dude. One thing about this I read, with it being so gory, the De Laurentiis production company like had rules and regulations about like releasing like an unrated movie or something so violent and gory that like he actually couldn't produce the movie through his production company. So he created a like shadow company that was still under his production company to release it.
That's cool.
So it was like Dino De Laurentiis's money like kind of through like a shell corporation to still be able to release it. It was really, really cool. They really believed in it.
Yeah.
The large demonic head Ash battles in the climax of the film, which the crew nicknamed the Rotten Apple Head, was too large and cumbersome for the crew to carry back to California, so it was left in North Carolina and soon disappeared. Its whereabouts were unknown for a number of years until it was found in a Halloween haunted house attraction just outside the original shooting location of Wadesboro, North Carolina.
That's cool.
Imagine being like, where's this giant set piece? And you just go through and you're like, what the hell?
Yeah,
what is that?
That's sweet.
That's our movie's prop. Yeah, it's so funny.
Yeah.
The smoke that comes from the chainsaw in the movie is actually tobacco smoke. Sam Raimi rigged tubing to the back of the chainsaw, hid off camera, and blew cigarette smoke through the tube to create the effect.
That's really funny.
Even though they had a production company, they were still very low budget in this
super
movie.
cheap about stuff. Yeah.
And this movie is ranked number 19 in Entertainment Weekly's top 50 cult films of all time.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Does not surprise me whatsoever. Yeah. I love that.
They did a lot with these monsters in this movie that a lot of people didn't do yet, really.
Oh, 100%. 100%. You want to hit us with that plot?
Yeah, basically, like we recap with Evil Dead. Obviously, it kind of gives you like a short little version of everything that happens.
Yeah,
which is cool. So I don't know, like like I said, I don't know if he meant to make a second or not, because it's like
I don't think he did. I think he like made it and he's like, oh, well, it's been 6 years. We have to remind people what happened in the first movie. So literally the first 15 minutes of the second movie are a recap of the first movie. Like it basically plays it again.
Yeah. So he like basically like it does that. And then like it begins with him and his girlfriend, Linda, and he takes her up to the cabin. And
is it the same cabin or a different cabin?
I think so.
It would,
it would have to be, I think. Yeah, it's weird because it's almost like a redo of the first. It feels like
it does
very
feel
strange.
like that,
Like, so, so he's with his girlfriend Linda. They go to the cabin. It's like a romantic thing to get away, and then he again finds on a desk, I believe, in the back. It's just again laying out, just like there, just like irresponsibly. There's literally the recording or the recorder of the tape where if you play that, the dude starts to say the spell that like so you're screwed the right when you play it. Which like as a human, of course you're gonna play whatever. If it was just random, I would
but
just
here's
play
the
it.
thing.
Like yeah, I would.
I'm gonna be honest with you. If I had just gone through that and you're like, oh, I can't believe we survived
but
it.
If you hadn't,
all right, honey, let's go. Well, yeah, if I hadn't,
I would.
of course I'm gonna listen to it
for sure.
But the fact that he's just like, oh, I just survived this. Let's go on a vacation. We're going to go to another remote cabin. Oh, look, another recorder. I'm getting out of there. I'm like, I am not doing this again.
Yeah. So they like, but he does. He doesn't learn. He just makes the same mistake again. He presses play. There's like evil spells like coming through that. And then like right next to that, it's the Book of the Dead is right there.
The Necronomicon.
And that Book of the Dead basically like awakens like a demon that possesses Linda, and he has to kill Linda.
Like immediately.
Which leads me to another pop quiz.
Pip quiz? I forgot.
Pop quiz.
Excuse me. I forgot about the pip quizzes.
Pop quiz.
I have to stare at the camera so that it lights up really quick.
Lights up.
There we go.
Which fact isn't true about the real Book of the Dead in ancient Egypt? You ready?
Amenephis.
A. There are 53 chapters in the book. B. There are 165 different spells found in the book. C. Some of the chapters explain how the gods could help you get into the afterlife. D. Wealthy people could afford to hire a script to make a special Book of the Dead and add different spells that they could use later in the afterlife. Which one is not true?
Oh, that one's hard.
I know. I do try to get you sometimes here.
Read them to me again.
There are 53 chapters in the book.
That sounds about right.
There are 165 different spells found in the book. Some of the chapters explain how the gods could help you get into the afterlife.
That one.
Or D, wealthy people could afford to hire a script to make a special Book of the Dead and add different spells that they could use to their advantage in the afterlife.
All right. Right now, I think C or D aren't right.
Okay.
How am I doing? Hot or cold?
You're cold.
Cool. So I actually think that like number A or B are not it.
I don't know.
Think.
You got to think.
I don't know. When you give me specific numbers, that kind of throws me off.
It's tricky.
I think maybe there's like less chapters. Let's say that. I don't think A is.
You're
true.
right. It's not right.
Eat it.
But you're wrong.
There's more chapters.
There's 120 chapters.
Get out of here.
Yeah. Or it's 190, I think. It's one of the two. It's a lot. It's a lot of chapters.
Goodness gracious.
The Book of the Dead, it was developed from a long tradition of funerary texts, including the pyramid texts and the coffin texts. The pyramid texts were written on the walls of pyramids and were only available to royalty. Coffin texts were adapted from pyramid texts and were written on coffins of non-royals. So like that one fact that I read was true. So like if you're like the Book of the Dead could be any family. It doesn't have, it's not just one book. It's like you could have a book. If
So
you
the
want
Smiths' Book of the Dead.
Right, exactly.
The Suarez's Book
right.
of the
So you
Dead.
could afford to have someone write these spells in for you if you're rich. If not, then you got a you could get a free pre-written version that was carved on your coffin.
This is like the handbook for the recently deceased.
Super weird. Still political, in the afterlife.
That's funny.
Yeah, the Book of the Dead was a practical guide to the afterlife that provided spells to help the dead navigate the underworld and earn eternal life. So that's what the family believes that was their book was for.
The camera's really having a hard time right now. I know we both have to just like stare at it. Look, find my eyes. There's Chase's eyes. There we go. Find your eyes so much faster. Better.
So that's my pop quiz. That was cool, right? That's interesting.
That is good. I like that a lot. I didn't know the Book of the Dead was a real thing. I thought it was just from the Mummy.
No, you can get the Egyptian Book of the Dead. You can get it at Barnes and Noble. It's like a real book.
Kind of sick.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know if I'd be very into it. But cool.
It looks cool. Every time I've looked at it, it looks cool. Yeah.
It's bound well.
But anyways, yeah. So he kills her. He buries her, and basically this evil demon like begins to like it chases Ash like through the woods.
Yeah, dude.
And then eventually it possesses him.
Yeah.
And like. It's like really interesting because he looks pretty gnarly, dude.
He's crazy.
Yeah,
like his cheekbones come out. He looks very like skull-like.
Yeah, it's like his skull is pressing out of his face. It looks
it's really cool. Again, great.
Really good. Like not even cheesy. Like it looks
special
legit.
effects.
Yeah, it looks sweet. And then he basically like gets control like at dawn of that, and like it passes through.
Yeah,
which is interesting. Basically too, like then after that, like the professor's daughter, she arrives too, and she has pages like that she has that like to stop this curse. I actually saw this, so I saw this play, an Evil Dead play.
Really?
And it was really funny because like they sprayed blood everywhere, and like it was really funny, and like it was good. They did a really good job, and like this was actually a scene in the play where the professor's daughter is like basically like walking through the woods like a lantern, and she's got like a, it's pretty funny, and she ends up like transporting these papers, and they like try to use them to like fight these demons.
Yeah. So like, was the Book of the Dead like known, and then they're like, okay, well, like I'm this professor's daughter, I'm gonna go like try to like defeat.
They
this.
like studied it, so they like have the pages. You know what I'm saying? Like the researched pages.
Gotcha.
And like basically throughout that battle too, like this is another thing because they do it also in the new one. The demon can also just possess specific limbs.
Yeah.
So it can like make your arm just like try to kill you or like do whatever it wants and stuff like that. Well, Ash is like kind of like on a low at this point.
He's kind of going through it.
So he kind of is like going through it, and he's losing it a little bit. So he like immediately just kind of like cuts his hand off. Like
his hand was possessed.
Yeah.
He's not like bumming out.
He like immediately off. Though, like it's a split second decision he had to make, obviously, because like basically he doesn't want it spreading up his body.
Exactly.
Because he doesn't know how it works. Basically,
how it spreads.
Cuts his arm off. Basically ties like a giant like belt tourniquet situation around it, puts a chainsaw on it, and uses that as his like hand.
Yeah, he like fabricates a chainsaw
super cool,
like, gauntlet.
Yeah, like it's pretty legit, honestly.
So funny.
Yeah. And basically, like, while this is happening, though, this is like Ash is just getting like this shit into the stick. Oops, sorry, Aunt Sue. The poop end of the stick. And
sorry, Aunt Sue.
Jesus. Basically, Annie recants like she recites like an incantation, and it like opens up like a black hole, and like it just sucks him into it. Basically.
This is where it starts like losing me.
She's
like
it's trying to do good, and like messes up a lot.
She's trying to be like, oh, well, I'm just going to defeat this. Let me read these pages.
She money pennies him in Skyfall.
Shoots him. Fully opens up this huge like black hole portal, and I'm like, all right, dude, what is going on?
Yeah,
that's when I started having issues with the movie.
So basically what happens is it pulls him in and takes him to like basically a different dimension, like a different time and place. And it's like medieval times. But he still has like his shotgun, and he still has his like chainsaw hand. Like,
shotgun and chainsaw
his
hand.
Boomstick, as he refers to
I was going to say, yep.
And so they've never seen anything like that, obviously, in this time period. And they like freak out and basically throw him in this thing. And there's like this terrible, terrible, gross monster thing again, which I really like those kind of things. Like it's just so unique. Like it's a unique creature that they made up. You know what I mean? It's very cool. And it looks great. Like it's gross. It's super disgusting.
Definitely.
Yeah. And it fights him, and he obviously gets through it. He's got a lot more technology.
Yeah, he's got a chainsaw for a hand.
Right, exactly. And gosh. And like the knights and everybody like freak out, and they're like, "Oh my god! Like he must be like a god. You must be like
he
this
like gets through it, and they're like,
Yeah,
oh, you were prophesied
exactly." And it's just so funny because like he's so regular of a man in his world.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So it's just pretty funny. But basically that happens, and he's like freaking out about the twist, and that ends the movie like on where he is then. So that opens it up for Army of Darkness, which is immediately in that medieval time period. Keep in mind too, before all of this too, Ash worked at like a sporting goods store.
He's just a chill dude.
He's like a normal, very, very, very average person.
100%.
You know what I mean? So
100%. Yeah. So I was watching this movie. It's the middle of the night. We're watching this movie. I'm trying to get through it, and it just he's like in medieval times. I'm like, what is going on? Yeah, I was like kind of bummed about that ending.
Yeah, really there were even in the medieval times. There's demons though, and there were monsters.
True,
which is cool. And like I said, this regular guy that worked at sporting goods store is now basically just a demon slayer.
Is he just like a regular guy or something like that? He's a regular
guy, which brings me to our last pop quiz.
Hit me with your best shot.
All right, you ready?
Here I am.
Okay, here we go. Pop quiz. When is considered the first demonic possession in history? Is it A, ancient China, B, Mayan, C, ancient Egypt, or D, Mesopotamia?
Ancient Egypt.
Wrong.
I don't believe
D, Mesopotamia.
I don't believe it.
According to historical and religious texts, the earliest documented instances of demonic possession are often traced back to Mesopotamia, where practitioners of magic known as
Do you want me to read it?
Asipu.
Okay, I wouldn't have been able to pronounce it.
Yeah, it's Asipu. Asipu.
Asipu.
Were believed to expel demons, causing illness and chaos, dating back to the first millennium BC.
Well, yeah, everyone thought everything that was wrong was a demon.
Well, that's the first recorded. First millennium BC.
Sure.
Very, very intense.
That is wild.
Yeah. A close second to that is ancient Egypt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where history started.
But they're good movies. They're fun. I would definitely encourage people to watch all three, because the third one is definitely worth it. It's not like a crappy third. It's good. It's really good. Good little holiday horror movies. They're fun to watch. Good backgrounds if you're playing Halloween games and stuff like that too. Like I would highly recommend that for stuff like that.
Yeah,
it's fun. It's really
fun. Halloween, guys. This is our second Halloween on the podcast.
Yep.
I wanted to tell Halloween stories, but I'm pretty sure we did that last year.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Halloween candy?
Baby Ruth, probably.
Mine's Twizzlers. Yeah. Like the Twizzler 2-packs that we get from jewelry companies that I always take.
Rope guy.
Red Rope?
Yeah. Neveline hates it.
Red Rope?
Red Rope licorice.
Red Vine?
Red Vine, obviously, dude. Don't be crazy. He doesn't know anything, guys.
Okay, the camera's not going to
He doesn't know anything, guys.
What are you doing for Halloween this year, Chadwick?
Halloween. Well, we decorated our house quite a bit this year.
We should take. Well, no,
we have to do. We'll have to on Wednesday. I got to redo some stuff.
Zhuzh it up. Yeah.
We're putting the spider web on the truck.
Yeah,
all that stuff.
Oh, I'm so excited for that.
That'll be good.
No, you have to do it on Thursday, because don't you have to leave on Thursday? Like you're going to be going out and about on Thursday, or you're not going to have your car.
Maybe I'll use Nev's. I don't know.
I was going to say at this point I'm probably because Neveline is on break. She's on vacation. I also. Right now, I am technically scheduled to work for 4 hours on Thanksgiving, but Thanksgiving on Halloween, I'm looking forward to better things.
Yeah, dude. But no, hopefully we get some trick-or-treaters and we play some games and hang out. It'll be fun.
My parents are going to set up the fire pit in their driveway, and they're going to have trick-or-treaters, and it's going to be a good time. I think my whole family's getting together. We should go over and say hi to them.
We can do that. I'm down.
It'll be nice. Yeah, we're going to have to go a couple different places on Halloween.
Yeah,
it's going to be a lot of moving around.
It'll be good. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I hope everyone else has a good Halloween as well. Be safe. Hopefully we get to do some Halloween stuff this year. And
I heard Creepy Cheapy was dope.
Yeah. What are we watching for November? What is our roster for that?
Guys,
we have 2 in November.
We have 2 in November. I'm not telling you the dates because we might change them up. Let me see. Where are they?
Let me see.
Where the heck are they? I'm going to go back in my folders. The Dish with Chase and Ben. Are you kidding me? Why is this not season 4? I need to pin this to the top so I can actually find it for more frequently. The next movie we're going to watch is called Moonrise Kingdom.
It's a great one. That's a Wes Anderson movie. It's a light movie. It's very light. It's very, very fun.
We needed a
Is
little
it on
reset.
anything? Can you check
Let
really
me
quick?
look it up really quick.
So Moonrise Kingdom, I would highly, highly recommend. It's extremely funny. It's very good. It's very sweet. It's a very
nice.
feel-goody movie. It's really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, we needed a reset after all of the heavy
Gotta break it up
movies.
a bit. Yeah, gotta break it up.
As of right now, it is on nothing.
That's okay. I would say it's worth it to rent or buy. It's really, really, really good.
Do you want me to give you the synopsis really quick?
Go ahead.
Sure. Two 12-year-olds who live on an island fall in love with each other and elope into the wilderness. While people set out on a search mission, a violent storm approaching them catches their attention. Oh, I'm excited.
So many good actors and actresses in it.
Of course, it's a Wes Anderson film. It's going to be
Willis
incredible.
is in it.
Bruce?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, love him. Bruce Willis, Bruce Campbell, Bruce, that fat kid from
Bruce
Matilda.
Banner.
Bruce Banner.
Bruce Banner. What are you, a toddler?
Brooch.
All right. So I hope everybody has a great Halloween. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching.
Happy Halloween.
Hopefully you enjoyed Nana barking in a yard.
I don't think we heard her too much.
And
We'll see.
yeah, everybody keep listening, like and subscribe. We're on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube.
Not Apple Music, Apple Podcasts.
Apple Podcasts, YouTube.
That's it.
We have Instagram.
We do have Instagram. I just posted a story right before we filmed this.
Yeah, so thank you for listening.
And Melise
watch those
responded to
movies
it.
and definitely give Moonrise Kingdom a watch. It's worth it. It
Yes.
definitely is. Thank you guys.
We'll talk to you soon.
Night and bye bye.
Ow, my arms are sore.